In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Colorado. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Jack Jones making that tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Get some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Trying the right side. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made there by Derek Nottie. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. Tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Oku! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception. And you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Now first run of the game is Amir White. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Again, this is White. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Jones. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Complete to Mims. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Pass taken in by Sutton. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. And he missed it, so a point left unclaimed, and this stays a field goal game. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Complete out to the right. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
Well, that run puts them right back in the same old situation for 3rd down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. And you could tell, just look at them down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work too.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Putting the tight end in motion. Third down run from White. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for Raiders 1st.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll throw it. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. We've got a 6-3 ball game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. White trying this straight ahead. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Nicks off the play action. Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Nicks from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Hand off to the back. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Warren here from the gun. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Finds his man over the middle. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a man, right side. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds his running back, Dylan Laube. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders trailing on the scoreboard. New set of downs for him from the 46. Still sticking with the passing game. That throw finds Laube. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 45 on second down. Escapes the pocket. That's caught. Here's Zamir White. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He'll throw it yet again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Come on.
And this is down across the 30 before it stopped. A 6-yard run, and now they've got fourth down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Nix with it on first. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He puts some power on a deep one. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. the field. He baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
From the gun, Laube. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This will be from 52 yards. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked! Now they can move with it, scooped inside the 40. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
We got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
Drive starts with a carry by White. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10, looking to throw. Hauled in left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Complete. It's Myers. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun handoff to Laube. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. The give now to White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's White again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now looking to throw. It's into the hands of White. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Okay, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and goal. They'll try an option to the left. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Now a throw on 2nd and 2. On the move, headed right. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. Completed to his running back. Jukes one defender. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Back to the well again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 3 on that game. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Well, no gain on the play, just fine for the defense, so they're going to decline the flag and let that play stand. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here, following the penalty. Is in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos managed to tie this game. It's 13-all. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's White on the give. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action on 1st down. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Taken at the 2. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, Cousins. Throw complete to Warren. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I'm just going to say, maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw. He's trying to push the field. And they won't do it. So that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Throwing it to start this drive. And he sails that one over the end zone.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. He has the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Cousins now. It's caught, Warren. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Cousins. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. He'll throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Desperation time here on fourth. Throw caught by his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Now Cousins again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
The handoff on third and short. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Still has room inside the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and goal, Warren. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Ball placed at the 7, it's second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets them the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here he is to throw. Connects on the crosser. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Running on second with White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Third down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
That's complete to Vele. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. He'll look to throw it. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Raiders have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes White. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
A 55-yard attempt.
A big kick is no good. It's well to the left there. And they do not break the tie here in the fourth. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. As this at the 6. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. He's going deep this time. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Broncos surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. Wow. Stunned silence up here and stunned silence on that sideline, partner. I mean, a pick on the very first play of overtime. That one may have just decided this ball game.
Well, this offense now has to go out on that field and capitalize. It's got to pay off what the defense just did. This is called complementary football, Kate. Your defense goes out there and takes the ball away extraordinarily. And now the offense has got to find a way to finish this game off with points.
He's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more when they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll go again with Warrior. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Here's Cousins. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. A timeout taken by Vegas, that's its second. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. This entire contest rests on his next kick. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. The kick is off the mark, no good. And we're going to keep playing on in OT.
They sure gave him a chance, Kate. They went for the field goal that could have won the game. Safe to say, and this is the hard part about it being a kicker, is that image is going to flash through his head for a long time. But for now, we play on. Let's go.
And he's tackled for a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 46. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. This is hauled in by Myers. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. To throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Right up the gut. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts, as they'll have none remaining in OT. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Warren quick on the draw. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Oh, big interception here. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, my goodness. At this point, Brock, I'm exhausted. The guys have to be exhausted. Does any offense want to win this game this far into overtime, and still neither team can muster up the deciding points?
Well, I'll tell you what, now
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Broncos get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. They battled each other all game long, Brock, but the coverage, some of the couple of surprises up their sleeve for this QB, stealing possession there with the pick.
And there's always a look or two, Kate, that doesn't get used much during the game. A way to
all the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos parlay the interception into points. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.